Oh, my mic is off. Oh, that's super loud. I'm so sorry for that, guys. Super loud. All right, let's get that back to normal. There we go. Ugh, all right. All right, I'm gonna mute for a second. I got like 3 minutes left on this show, so I'll be right back. Hold on. All right, I'm back. All right, 5 minutes. 5 minutes to go. All right, how are we all doing, guys? It's a different camera angle. I wonder, do you guys even notice that? Like, it's seems like it's tilted more. Like it should be slid over. I like it where it's at, so I'm not going to complain. But yeah, it seems a little off to me. All right, let's look at a couple of things real quick. Let's do one of these. All right, let's see how we are doing on our goal to 4,000 hours. We're getting there. 174 hours. So I think that's pretty much updated. I don't think we're gonna hit the 4,000 by the end of the year, but shortly after first of the year, we will hit the 4,000 hours. I was looking at okay, so once we hit the 4,000 hours, then we monetize, and then YouTube pays me for views, listens, and all right. So let's take a look at how much I would be making. Let's see. Not a lot. We're looking at like 12 bucks a month at current, but we'll build it up. So I don't know. It's just kind of a fun threshold to hit, because then that's when all the quality stuff will come out, and I start to get paid for it. Right? Like you guys get it free. YouTube's not paying me, so as soon as they start paying me, then I'll give them the quality work. I said it didn't bother me, but I don't like the camera. I like where it's at. I just don't like the way it's tilted. Like it seems like it might get further like this angle and then like straight on it. Small glare, not bad. Whatever. It is what it is. A couple of people will be running a little bit late. This is the last fucking show of the year, man. I'm not worried, but I don't know what my schedule is tomorrow. I don't know if I'm supposed to. I don't think I work tomorrow, but I wonder, do I work day? The 3rd or the 1st? So I know I have to work the nights for both. Tuesday. Oh man, this is a garbage for the dates of New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. So people out of work today. They work tomorrow, party, get Wednesday off, and then go back to work Thursday. Like there's no nice 4-day weekend, or like take one day and take the 5-day weekend, or 4-day weekend. So let's check my schedule. Because if you've paid attention to last week, I do have a tendency to go to work when I'm not supposed to be at work, so I should probably log in and find out. What does it mean when your palms itch? I'm going to come into money. I'm just looking at the microphone, so I'm trying. For a second, I thought it was me talking, but for whatever reason, I thought my scratching was super loud, but it's not. All right. Hang out. I'll see you guys in about a minute. Hello and welcome to Whimsy and Nooners. Hey Grandma, the last Whimsy and Nooners of 2024, guys. We just dropped an episode this morning. Liam and I did a 24 wrap up. We had a special guest with us. Not special guest, like co-host in training, kind of, but she was a guest. Sophie hung out and talked with us a little bit. Uh, Absolutely, like, uh, it was super fun to have her on. Her favorite memory of 24. Obviously, she was looking at me, so she was associating it with me. I don't think it was like, of all the stuff she did this year, I don't think that was her favorite everything, but I think it was her favorite with me. Um, and absolutely adorable. Um, I'm glad I got that recorded because she would never remember it. But to be able to now take the 4 minute conversation we had with her and go backwards like years later is actually super cool. So, because like I remember talking with Liam and stuff, like we did stuff. He doesn't remember most of it. She probably won't remember specifically it, but it's kind of cool to have that little time capsule of uh, like a 4-year-old Sophie. What did she enjoy about 2024? Super cool. Absolutely adore her. So we have that episode. Liam's on. Liam's going to be on a little bit more um, because he wants the road to 100. So, but let's go and get the show started. And then, because I think there's a road to 100 slide. I don't remember. Um, I don't know what we're. Yep, I got a top 10 list, road to 100, and I did watch a couple of things. So buckle up. It's the last one. I need what 170 hours, so I'm gonna keep you guys here as long as I can. Um, we got 6 of you right now, so we're gonna keep the 6 of you. Let's do the math. How long do you guys have to watch for me to hit my 170 hours? Let's just do this real quick. 176 divided by 6. All right, I'm gonna keep all you here for 29 hours, and then I can hit the goal, which would be cool because then it runs right up to say 24 hours would be New Year's Eve noon. Man, I really should stream. I wish I wasn't working because I would totally stream all the way through um, the New Year's Eve into day. Anyway, there we go. Getting to know me. Everybody loves a good pun. Uh, in case you are just finding me, new show, you're like, what is this guy doing? It's a lot of blue. It happens. Deal with it. Um, this section, what have I been doing this week? Um, Everything's been blurring together. Like the last, what seems like 2.5 weeks, has only been a week. With the extra days off, I can't comprehend. Like every time I have a day off, it's a week, right? So like I want to get another day off until next week. So when I have a random day off in the middle, like everything squishes together, and it freaks me out because like it feels like it was 2 weeks ago that we did the recording, the 14 people, like the holiday palooza, and it wasn't. It was literally a week and a day ago, and I'm pushing it like So what, 8 days ago? I'm thinking it's like 14, 18 days. So I'm all over the place right now. But here's what I've been up to this week. As I mentioned, Christmas was only a week ago, less than a week ago. Super good time. We did the recording on Sunday. Let's get a calendar. All right, so we did the recording Sunday. I got that uploaded. Sounds amazing. Some highlights. Sophie was on there. Mom came on. We told some fun stories. Sophie got the coolest present in the story gift exchange. Still uses it. She said last night that it was her favorite toy right now. Sparkly is the reindeer's name. We played some games. Liam was there. It was a good time. We had fun. And then roll into Eve, which was the 24th. Go to mom's, open some presents. Mom considered it a perfect holiday. I'd call it just less than perfect, only because we were missing a couple of people. So, a couple of people were sick. A couple of people got sick afterwards. I don't think Grandma spread it around this time. How you feeling, Grandma? I know you're here in the chat. She's probably. Ooh, are you sitting outside under your new umbrella? We got her big umbrella like this. Great. Um, yeah, just a nice. It was good. So many people were there. Timing wise, everything kind of lined up really perfectly, and then we stayed for a while. Um, it was a good time. Liam hung out with me. Uh, he destroyed my Monday show last week. That was not Christmas though. See, that's what I'm thinking. Like when Liam was on last week, that was not Christmas. It was the day before because we wanted. Oh my god! Like everything is just blurring together. It is what it is. Fantastic holiday. I little to no complaints. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose. What's interesting, I don't watch a lot of live streams, but what happens when uh, we have not run into this problem yet in the 80 live streams that I've done in 24? You've not had the emergency and you go use the restroom. But like, what do you do when you're live streaming for like hours, and then all of a sudden you're like, I have to go this real quick, and then I just blew my nose. Like I don't know, like that's the best part about live. You get to be like the real moments because everybody blows their nose. Um, I'm Christmas is fantastic. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. We did a pod on it. Liam talked to me a little bit about it last week. It was fantastic. So, a couple of things kind of threw it off a little bit. Like again, a couple of people weren't there. Overall, okay, I've had 41 birthdays or Christmases. This one would be up in the like top three ish. Um, and then I just used the cop out of putting it in the top three only because I don't remember all of them. But uh, it was really good. Super happy about it. Yeah, nothing else really going on. I think we're all done with the holidays, so I don't want to, spend too much time on the holiday talk. It's one of those. I don't like the holidays to begin with, so the fact that I was able to get sucked in to enjoy the holidays was fantastic. And then two, like I think I'm like mom. Like as soon as everybody leaves Christmas Day, take the tree down and it's over. So is what it is. Um, Also, we are looking at Road to 100. You like that? I put that together myself because I wanted 100 in the distance, right? So I hope it reads correctly. Because if they're like, you should read top to bottom, left to right. So now we're going from bottom upward this way. So I just thought that was funny. Uh, it always freaks me out when I get these text messages that says, I have a parcel being cleared and with the link. I think most of these are fake. I think I do have something coming in, but I never clicked the link and I never gave them my info, and I just hope it gets there. But Road to 100, we just dropped episode 93. We had Liam, we had Sophie, we had the old setup. Um, I sounded differently. You can now when I was editing it, slightly different sound than when I use the StreamYard, or yeah, which isn't bad because it was still put together really good. Um, the beauty of episode 93 was Sophie, and then just it bothered Liam, but it didn't bother me that much. But I just like the idea of just hearing Sophie in the background, just like she's so funny. She picks the loudest toys in the world, like at that moment, to be like, oh, the recording. Let's just find all the Thomas strains and let's just start throwing them back in the bucket. Oh, she's so funny. Um, if in case you guys missed Saturday, yeah, Saturday. In case you missed Saturday, we're looking at doing the 5 W's of Whimsy. So you can expect to see those uh, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 98. So that puts us at 98, J Sarge 99, and then episode 100. That would work out perfect. That actually works out super good. Okay. J Sarge is going to come back soon. I told him I want him in before episode 100. So there's I don't know when he comes in, but we might have to drop him in the middle somewhere. But we're going to hit the who's, the what's, the where's, the why's, and the how's of Whimsy. I think we're just going to take a, with it being episode 100, it's completely arbitrary that like you don't have to do it in fives and zeros, but for whatever reason, um, especially like this personally, like I need a road to 100. Um, I need to like reconfirm like some things to myself. I think is where the road to 100 is going to help out. Rededicate Liam a little bit, get him talking out loud about what he looks for in the podcast. So, uh, yeah, I think it's going to be interesting to see the 5 W's backwards and forwards. So, who have we liked? Who do we want? Where have we been? Where are we going? Um, I don't know what we do for how. How? I don't, yeah, we'll figure out what how looks like. When? I don't know exactly what wins will look like, but we're gonna figure it out. But we're gonna get some W's. Kind of just let people know what we're doing. It works out really well too. I mentioned it on Saturday. Is Road to 100. If you're new, because we're going to be promoting the Patreon pretty hard soon. So as people come in and start hanging out, uh, we can refer them back to episodes 94 for 6 hours to 100. And then that should encapsulate most of the stuff that we're looking to achieve moving forward and what we've been doing, kind of like some highlights. So you don't have to, I would obviously prefer you go back and hit the whole catalog, but like it is weird because I've done it with Tell 'em Steve Dave, and they're at 620. I went through the whole catalog once in its original airing, and I've gone back and done a re-listen twice now. I think up to 400 and then again 500. So it's like really weird, but you never know. You go on a trip. Nikki says when she finds a slightly longer drive, she'll turn on and hit some of just a random episode. So yeah, Road to 100, nice little spot for new people to hang out, kind of get what we're doing, and then jump on the bandwagon moving forward into the one-on-ones. Now, um, I'm going to mind pocket it. Hold on. There's, for whatever reason, I feel like I'm the most super genius person in the world, and I know I'm not. Why is there a 0 in all the episode numbers? All right. So when we do the podcast, right, we just had episode 093. It's crazy. Like I had the foresight all the way up to episode 1 when it was 001. And so like it makes sense, but then I think it goes like slightly deeper of how fucking genius it is. But I mind pocket it. You're gonna have to come back first of the year or after first of the year and find out what the hell I'm talking about with the zeros. Um, like I said, you can figure out part of it, but then I think if you go deeper, you realize like it's actually fucking genius. So road to 100. Oh, okay. Within the next week or so, I'll finalize what we're looking for. As we come up to 100, I have no idea what we're doing for the show. All right. Lane wants to do one thing we're not going to be able to do an award show. Like, there's no way to get it set up in the next 8 weeks. Two is I don't, uh, I don't know exactly what we're going to do, but what I'm going to start asking everybody is if I did the calendar right, it's like mid-February for episode 100 is starting first of the year. I'll put all the socials in there. I'll make a little tab for it on all the lives. I'll make sure we hit it on the episodes. Is record. I'm going to be asking people to record like a congratulations to 100 sound. Just record something. You can put it on your phone, voice memo it. Um, if you have my phone number, text me and leave a message or something. But send me. I would like like a bunch of sound bits that I can put into the episode 100. So when you record them, email it to Whimsy at chasingthewhimsy.com so I can get a bunch of those and we'll put them in throughout the episode. So it's going to look really weird. Uh, like I'm getting over it. But this idea of like, hey, everybody send me a soundbite that says congratulations on 100. And then like 4 people do it and be like, oh, I don't know what number would make me super happy. I think, okay, no, I lied. I don't think it's really about the number. I think it's who submits them, I guess is where I'm at. There's a couple of people on my list right in my head that I would like to hear like a congratulations. Um, like just a little soundbite. Like give me like 5 seconds, 8 seconds. Nothing crazy. Just hey, congratulations on 100. Woo, Whimsy. Um, so I'm gonna start asking for those. But we should see like I bet you we can get 10. Yeah. Okay. So it'll be a good time. So as we get rolling on to 100, I'll fill you guys in on where we're at, what we're doing, and then remind you the email address to send me your little soundbite for 100. Like congratulations. That's it. That's all I've been doing. Like I said, like it feels like I'm not doing anything, but like it was a very busy week. Like that's so weird to me. Work, end of the month stuff, end of year stuff. It's busy at the shipping and receivings. So I don't know. I wish I had more. There's nothing more, which is fine because we got a big back end coming up. So
go check out Chasing the Whimsy, the podcast, available today on your favorite podcast platforms. Chasing the Whimsy, where a 40-year-old father and his 2 kids take a whimsical journey of fun stories and educating each other about their respective generation. Generation X squares off with Generation Z to try to connect and find an understanding between generations 30 plus years apart. They'll journey through the past and track their journey as they find out who they'll grow up to be. Again, that's Chasing the Whimsy, available today on Spotify, Apple Podcast, YouTube as well, and you can also find the show and learn more about the hosts at chasingthewhimsy.com. Chasing the Whimsy, ChasingTheWhimsy, Chasing the Whimsy, the podcast. Many episodes up for you to listen to already. Go stream, download, and subscribe today. You can also connect and follow on Twitter at Chase the Whimsy and on Instagram and TikTok at Chasing the Whimsy.
I don't know how I feel about the number counter in the top corner because I know that number is not 100% accurate. Because when I go back and I check the analytics and stuff of the episode, like, because remember, like it was like a week and a half ago. God, it was probably last week where the number counter just straight wasn't working. So like, I don't know, I don't understand it. Um, but it freaks me out when it drops down to two, and I'm like just now, like I didn't even know. Grandma's one, I'm one. Crazy, fuck it, I'm out. Mom's at lunch, so she might be a couple minutes late. Nikki's off work, so I don't know what she's doing. Uh, I don't know. I mean, I have no problem doing a podcast for two. Let's do it for you two. I like you guys. How funny would it be? See, now we're back up to five. None of this makes sense. How funny would it be if, like, you two, like the band, like heard this like a small sound bite of it and was like, "Oh, Ben's doing a show for you two." Like, no, I meant like UTOO and not like you two. Oh, sorry, it's so dumb. On Peacock, like they're advertising this late show, so she has like this like I think it's in this in the trailer. I don't think I'm spoiling anything. Everybody she's ever slept with is starts dying. So now she does this like she's investigating, trying to figure out, and shenanigans ensues. I don't know. It was not good. Don't watch it. Like it wasn't even cute. Like it wasn't fun. I put it on here because it took fucking 10 episodes out of my life. Um, this goes back to a conversation I had with Kelly last night. That yeah, sometimes I wish I can get those like 6 hours back. Um, I don't know. There's nothing. It was an okay show, but in case you were like, maybe no, don't do it. It's not worth it right now. There's gonna be a season two, I think. It led up to enough for that, but it was barely a good show. It was like the death of the week, and then we are like, hey, she slept with a bunch of people. It's like I don't know, it was weird. What else did I watch? Squid Game season two. Liam watched it last night. Long awaited. This one came out in 2021, so it's like 4 years. It's almost 3.5 years since season one. Um, Completely different feel to it. Whereas like the novelty of Squid Game season one was the innocence of people playing games like murder games, right? So people are dying playing these games. Season two changes the tone a little bit. There's you see a couple of games, but it's more of a revenge story than a weird game story. So I had 7 episodes for part one. Part two is going to come out sometime mid next year to kind of wrap up, I think, Squid Games. So I don't think there's going to be a season three. There's another part coming. I don't know if they're going to call that season three or season two, part two. Whatever it is, I think the next 7 episodes are going to be the end of it, which is fine because I don't know if you can keep retelling this story again. So um, it was entertaining enough. Liam liked it. I enjoyed it. Um, Episode one was long, but you need it. You need the first two episodes to kind of build the story of what's happening, and then you get into the games and the chaos and the murder. So Liam thinks that there was a little bit more like blood gore. Maybe, maybe not. Some of the games were interesting. There was red light, green light again. There was like a team relay race type thing. I could have sworn there was one more game. Maybe there wasn't a game. But what is interesting, okay, what's interesting, right, is coming off of the Mr. Beast games last week, the science experiments that people, the psychological experiments people are doing, and this show, like it's all coming together, man. Like it's weird. Like maybe not because no, it's not that weird because Mr. Beast would have timed his show release probably following this one to piggyback off of the. So okay, but anyway, interesting show to see some of the because they do very similar games as they do with Mr. Beast, where they're like, we have to pin family against family, some self-sacrifice type stuff. So um, I enjoyed it. I wish it didn't leave it on the cliffhanger that it did, but I get why they did it. So, but we do know that there's an extra part coming out. So just hang in there for like I think like 3 months, and then they'll release the second half of it. Squid Games though is back. I think some positive reviews. Reviews day one were a little bit shaky. Um, Critics don't like it that much, but fans absolutely love this thing. So it is what that is. And then what else did I watch? I just had to throw this in. This was Ted Lasso. I probably should have moved this one up one slide. I just have to give a huge props to Ted Lasso's Christmas episode, season two. Absolutely adorable. Like I said it on Saturday. It's a perfect episode. It is the. I, oh man, I'm gonna be saying perfect so much today. This was a fantastic episode. It deserves an extra shout out. Liam and I love it. I'm glad that this is a tradition that Liam and I have of watching this episode. Absolutely adorable. Totally the perfect fit for the holidays. But um, season two, I think it says episode 9, Carol of the Bells, Ted Lasso. You can find it on Amazon. Nope, Apple. Go and find it on Apple. Um, but I don't know. I needed the episode for the holidays. I got it. Nailed it. Help keep me in the holidays for the extra day. I had stats written down. No idea where they're at now. I watched a lot of TV this year. Um, okay, so here's some here's some hot takes coming into the TV section of the. So just sit back. We got a half hour of this. Network TV is complete like it's garbage. Like I don't like a lot of stuff coming out on network TV, and I think I've been pretty clear about that over the last year. And like one of the things on like on NBC, Happy Place, the Reba show, like it's one of NBC's top rated shows, and that show is complete and utter garbage. If it was on Netflix, they would have canceled it already. Matlock, High Potential, we're doing good on CBS. Tracker dominated the first half of the year on CBS. What is interesting is I thought I had network TV. Like, okay, so here's some bold predictions. Okay, network TV is barely surviving the streaming age. Most of the network TV like stats, right, have to include sports, right? So because you have the NFL, the NBA playoffs and stuff, all those are network shows. So those are all ABC, NBC, CBS, and Fox technically. So what is interesting is I think, and I have to, I think it's almost 50-50 network streaming. It has to be more than that. I think demographically, the only reason why network TV and streaming are like half, like 50-50, is the older demo, right? So there's like a certain age that still watches network TV, but Liam, he doesn't even he could not tell you the four networks. He could not tell you ABC, CBS, NBC, Fox. He could not tell you. Most kids probably could not. I bet you JJ couldn't. So what is interesting is the only thing holding network TV together right now is sports, right? Because you get the Super Bowl, you get all the NFL and stuff. Now here's the hot take, okay? Is oh no, and the election, right? Whoever was covering the election, fucking shot up a bunch this year too. Fox dropped it down, dropped a little bit. Okay, so here's the hot take. In 4 years, okay, here's what I expect to see because we're already seeing it on Amazon. Because I think Amazon's playing football games now, right? There's a couple of like random games showing up and being played on Amazon. Where is it at? Amazon. I don't know where my Amazon is. Anyway, okay. We saw Netflix covering the Paul Tyson fight. We're seeing more live content coming from Netflix. So here's the hot take: is if Netflix has already taken WWE, right? So granted, USA was a network show, but we're seeing the streamers tagging into different genres and IP. If in the next 4 years, Netflix and Amazon and any other streamer can pick up a few more sporting events, like in 4 years, could we get Super Bowl on Netflix? If that's the case, then we're like, it's the weirdest thing. They're on their way out. Like network TV can't survive this, like at all. And I'm pointing at the fences. Um, you just need, uh, I think the politics aspect of it kind of gets a little bit rough. But next election, if Netflix, because like election coverage is fucking skyrocketed this year, right? Because of the joke of an election in the beginning of the year with Trump and Biden, and then he bailed out, and then Harris comes in, so you got like all that drama. If any streamer can pick up any election coverage 4 years from now, we're gonna see like a huge decline in network TV. Paramount's already pushing real hard on their content. Paramount, Peacock. So you got those two. Fox has FX. Um, I think you're going to see bigger moves on streaming for more live sporting entertainment. I bet you the Olympics that was covered this year, most of it was watched on Peacock, I bet. I don't know for sure. I'm just making that up. But I bet you we see a huge increase in live coverage and sporting events across the streamers. And then once that happens, you're going to push all of your network TV out, which would be fucking weird. Like the idea that network TV doesn't won't matter anymore. There's some good things about that though. The long term effects of it is going to change. how we it's going to change the advertising. I don't know. I got 4 years to cover it. But I'm pointing at the fences right now and letting you know network TV's on its way out. Sorry, guys. Um, oh man, point at the fences. We have realized that I have a superpower that if I say something on the streams, it happens. So the writing is on the wall. Network TV's on its way out. So that's my hot take for 2024. Is we're watching the very steady decline of network television as it's on its way out. Um, with that said, I want to give you guys my top 10 list of the best things that I watched in 2024. 10 of them. All right. Um, you'll see a big picture, which is obviously my pick, also indicated by the name on the list. But then there's going to be a smaller honorable mention. I did an honorable mention for every of the 10 shows that I picked. I think that's all for the caveats of my top 10 list. Um, it's very common to see top 10 lists um, everywhere. The 2024 wrap ups. So we did the wrap up on the podcast. We hit some current events, whatever happened last year. Boom! I'm going to tell you some shit that was amazing this year. Um, the first one on my number 10, which is super weird. Let's see. Let's do. You don't need to see me for this, right? So I can just I can just do this the whole time, right? Look at this. Looks like okay, real quick. Let's just zoom this back out real quick. Hold on. If you guys have anywhere to go, just leave. That's cool. But I'm going to be here for a minute because look at how cool this is. Right? Look at this. Okay, from the slide one, right? You can already predict that number 9 will have the number 9 spot filled out. I don't know what it is, but I feel like this was so much fun putting this thing together. Um, just like I don't know, it was so it's like the dumbest thing, but for whatever reason, I feel like the production value at the end of this, like today versus where it was here, like most of it's like I'm still using mostly the same. I'm still using Canva. I'm still using the PowerPoint presentation dealy. I think you keep playing pods, but man, I just got so comfortable with the different programs and everything else, man. But I absolutely just fucking adore this. Like how fun this is. Nobody else will appreciate it, but I'm telling you right now, this is the coolest thing I've done. All right, Deadpool Wolverine. This was a long-awaited Ryan Reynolds, uh, Hugh. What the hell is that guy's name? Oh, that's how embarrassing is that? Hugh Jackman. Um, it was a crossover. Uh, okay, so what happened is a couple of years ago, Disney buys Fox and then has access to the X-Men Marvel characters now. As a so we're this was the mashup we've all wanted to see. Ryan Reynolds had a huge part in the development of this show, of this movie, and he hit so many like inside baseball jokes, and just a commentary on Disney, the movie industry. Um, it was just fantastic. So like it was there's a bunch of action, there were some funnies. It's not for everybody, but the weird thing is I don't have any other movies on my list, like theatrical movies, um, which is which is saying something, I guess. But Deadpool Wolverine, honorable mention, the 4:30 movie by Kevin Smith, um, semi autobiographical. I enjoyed the movie. We watched it right before Chronicon, so it was fun to kind of see all the characters from the movie at Chronicon in person. Number 9. Look at this. Check this out. Ready? Boom. Right? Okay. Yeah. I absolutely love this. Like, I even went. I even went like bold, and then the second one not bold, and then just like it's like a weird highlight. Like I love like when we're done, I'm just gonna let it play all the way through so you can just watch it. And then like in theory, the spacing's all correct, so it's not like the pictures might uh I don't know, but oh my god, this was so much fun. Oh, just the little things. The roast of Tom Brady was early 2024. Made the list because this was the first time in a while we saw a no holds barred, say whatever you want to say roast of somebody. Um, with the current times, we don't want, and I'm not complaining. Like I don't want to offend people. Um, exclusivity, women's rights, all those things are important. I 100% agree that we should be nicer to people. But then there's also a certain aspect that says comedy, more the stand up side, um, is the Wild West. I think um, there's a commentary uh, that they have when they tell jokes. It's supposed to be fun and lighthearted, uh, not mean and vicious. This was just a great example of what comedy, stand up comedy, used to be and what it's trying to get back to. Absolutely enjoyed it. It was like 2.5 hours long. It went off the rails. Kevin Hart was losing. Like having done a large episode on a podcast, I totally get where Kevin Hart is. But it made the list because it was one of the funniest things I saw earlier this year. Um, honorable mention would be The Greatest Night in Pop, which is it almost made the list. It almost flipped them. But I gotta give it to the. I think we're gonna see comedy change a little bit from this Tom Brady roast. Um, a couple of different shows kept referencing back to the roast, but The Greatest Night in Pop, fantastic, absolutely love it. It won an award, Emmy for something. I don't remember what it was for. Absolutely an amazing documentary about the night that they wrote and sang "We Are the World" with all the different musical artists. So fantastic! It was such good. You can find them both on Netflix right now. Number 8, a little further down on the list than I thought it was going to be, but a man on the inside, unbelievably charming, super fun for 9 10 episodes. It brought back old people doing the funnies. It was a very nice, great show. There should be season 2. Ted Danson, I completely forgot that I enjoyed Ted Danson and what he's doing as an old guy. Fucking applaud, great job. Um, Pardeep, the Pardeeps of Pittsburgh is the honorable mention. That show had a bunch of heart. Absolutely enjoyed that show. Um, I talked about it a little bit a couple of weeks ago, months ago. Totally worth the both. Totally worth the watch. Man on the Inside makes my number 8 spot. Number 7, Ripley. I did this during the Emmy coverage. Uh, Based off of a book, I'm assuming. Also based off of a movie. Talented Mr. Ripley, uh, Matt Damon, Jude Law, Philip Seymour Hoffman in the original movie. This series, 10 episodes, uh, makes the list because it was a probably the most like beautifully shot thing I've watched all year. Black and white, some of the camera angles, the decisions that they were doing, keeping it all in black and white. Um, did win some awards. The story's entertaining enough, right? Because we've seen the movie, Talented Mr. Ripley, so we enjoyed that. People love that movie. This is just a longer, drawn out. Not a lot of episodes like really drug that hard, but artistically, this was a fantastically done show, and that's why it makes the list because it was just absolutely just a beautifully shot black and white um, series. Honorable mention: Presumed Innocence. Mom enjoyed the show. That one's on Apple. I enjoyed it. I watched it. The twist at the end was worth the watch. A couple episodes in the middle kind of got a little bit draggy, um, but that's Gyllenhaal, Jake. Um, good show. Ripley. If you haven't watched it, fucking check it out. It is so good. So there's so I don't know if you enjoy the artsy side of uh, like just the making of a show. Ripley is going to be the one you want, man. That thing was just it's just I liked it. I liked the vibes that it was giving off. Absolutely appreciated everything they did in that show. Number 6, Matlock. Kathy Bates. This is the best thing. It looks like it's Chat Matlock. Everybody's gonna be like, "Hey, I can't find Chat Matlock." Uh, in theory, I can take off the chat text. Take this off. There you go. Matlock. This was one of the best shows that absolutely came out last couple of months. I think there are 8 episodes, 6 episodes in. Kathy Bates is doing some fun stuff. Hold on. Let's do. Okay. Yeah, Kathy Bates is doing some really cool things with the show. The story is really interesting. They tie in the original Matlock from 86 to 89 ish, right? So, like, they tie it all in together. It's your procedural type thing, right? You have the case of the week, and then you have the bigger underlining story. Um, it's doing things that Tracker wishes it was doing. Like Tracker has the fucking case of the week, but nothing else is happening. Only in the second part did they start adding like a larger storyline, but still, Matlock is fantastic. Super smartly written. There's a twist at the end of every episode, right? Like it's fantastic. Honorable mention: High Potential. Adorable. I love the show. Who is it? Girl with OCD has a high IQ because of her OCD. Remembers everything. Um, it's got to be up there with like it's okay. Kelly, what do you okay? Oh, you never watched High Potential? I don't think you did. It's Psych meets House, maybe. Super fun. Um, the problem with High Potential is the episodes are fucking far and few between. I think there's only like 7 episodes out, and it's been out for like months. It's got the weirdest schedule of releasing episodes. It could have made the list had it been more consistent on its episode drop. So um, that's the problem we have with High Potential not making the list. But hugely great show. Way better. These are the 2 best shows um, on network TV. I think right now. Yeah, I don't remember what's on the list, but I'm pretty sure 2 best episodes on network TV. Who else? Let me think. Okay, this is the year of the spy thriller. Okay, we have we got Diplomat, we got Black Doves, Agency with Richard Gere, Fassbender. There was another one, Jackal. Right, so there's just so much spy thriller going on right now. Of all of the spy thrillers, Black Doves was it was fun. Like it kept all the cloak and dagger shit, right? Everything like right. Episode 3, the whole show comes to absolutely together. Watch it to episode 3 and then you're hooked. I promise. It's also a shorter one. I think it's only 6 or 7 episodes. So all that like all those things that drag and all these some of these other shows, they got rid of it. Boom. There's like we're gonna keep it to a nice tight fucking 6 or 7 episodes. If you're looking for a spy drama, this is the way to go. This thing was fantastic. Super fun. Got to get to episode 3 though. Diplomat makes the honorable mention, even though it was a better show than Black Doves, only because I didn't find it. It was originally like a 2022 show. I think I like season 1 better than season 2, but I don't know. But I think I like Black Dove slightly more. Like okay, for two seasons, Diplomat wins. But for just season 2 of 2024 of Diplomat and the one season of Black Doves 2024, I got to give it to the Black Doves. It slowly grew on you, and it became super fun at episode 3. Um, so yeah, that's my hot take. Is Diplomat is slightly a better show, but just looking at the 2024, like Diplomat's only good because of season 1 and the combination of the two. Does that make any sense? It doesn't matter. We're moving on. Number 3, 4, Hacks. Hacks is an absolute brilliant show. Gene Smart, Hannah's somebody. I'm sorry, I don't know her name. This was one of the best seasons of Hacks. I think it was season 3. Absolutely amazing. So much fun. Um, so much fun. Great twist at the end, leading up into season 4. Absolutely. Won some awards. Gene Smart won again for lead actress. Um, Hannah got snubbed for her supporting actress. I don't know by who. If you okay, so here's another hot take. Okay, we got a couple of people on to Bear, right? So if you liked Bear, and you like any of the other random suggestions of shit that I threw out there, Hacks absolutely 100% is gonna be the best thing you can watch. Like that show is so good. 10 episodes, 3 seasons, such a good show. Makes number 4. Honorable mention Industry. It's an honorable mention only because season 3 of Industry wasn't as good as season 1 Industry. So for 2024, season 3 is an honorable mention. Definitely watch it. Succession ended last year. If you like Succession, um, Industry's your fucking go to. Like if you need that Succession fix, Industry, hit it up. So it was fun. Um, there's like 18 months between each season, which is always kind of weird. But Industry was fun. I enjoyed. I'm glad I found it. I powered through the whole thing, so it gets an honorable mention. But Hacks is probably one of the best TV shows on Max. Number 3, Will and Harper, best documentary I watched all year. This was a fact. This, um, some people were kind of mixed on it. Absolutely fucking adore this thing. Mom enjoyed it. She watched it twice. Will Ferrell. Oh man, I'm so sorry. I forgot her name, but Harper. They do a road trip as Will Ferrell tries to understand one of his longtime friends transitioning, and so much heart. It was like a buck 40, perfect runtime, Absolutely adorable. Such a good like. Oh, hold on. All right. I thought I had a thought, but I don't want to start anything. Um, Absolutely great to see the the honesty and just the growth of Will Ferrell as he starts to understand where Harper's coming from, and then to understand Harper's transition and the problems with her transition. Super good show. This thing's winning fucking everything next year, so just keep an eye out for it. If you're looking for a nice, feel good documentary, some fun, Will and Harper, absolutely amazing. Honorable mention, Steve, two-part documentary following Steve Martin. Part one was amazing. It follows his original career. Steve Martin, we know him, right? But his career is like nothing anybody else has done in forever. Like some of his comedy was a little bit weird and different and out there. Um, but he just did what he was passionate about comedy and he just fucking did it. And he did him. He was like the most honest, you know, staying to who he is. Uh, One of those documentaries that when I wavered for a minute, boom, watch this one. I needed it at that time, which was fantastic. And just kind of just remind me that whatever the hell I'm doing, not everybody understands it, but guess what? Uh, I do me, and my audience will eventually find me, and then I blow up, maybe. But it was a two-parter. Part two was okay. It was interesting to see a man that was in the '70s, like the biggest comedian in the like stand-up comedian in the '70s, and where he is now, and just like we're kind of like how he's always been. It was really good. Again, it's a two-parter. I don't remember where it was at, but if you're looking for some feel goods and to being true to yourself, boom, these two documentaries are it, man. Will and Harper, Steve, number two. All right, you guys ready for number two? Anybody have any guesses? I mean, there's only fucking I don't know how many of there are. There's two or five of you, maybe seven. I don't know. Nobody wants this. Absolutely adorable. Yeah, I didn't use the word perfect as much as I thought I was going to. Nobody wants this is, dare I say, a perfect rom com. This show, 10 episodes, fun the whole way through. I think they're like 24-minute episodes. Absolutely adorable. This thing was so much fun. Totally worth the watch. Like, if you're big into rom coms or just like comedy, Nobody Wants This was fucking perfect. Absolutely amazing. Honorable mention The Bear. Season three came out. It's the honorable mention only because I think season one was better than season three, but three was still really good. Um, I think I like Bear more than Nobody Wants This as a series, but for what came out 2024, uh, Nobody Wants This is absolutely it's perfect. It's such a good, nice, feel good rom com, which we all need every once in a while. Number one. Are you ready for number one? I don't think anybody's gonna guess this. I don't think I will like. Well, let's pause it. Okay, so if you're listening to this after, pause it for a second. Tell me what you think my number one is. Fucking Taylor Tomlinson. After Midnight. Um, I don't know, man. I have a thing for Taylor Tomlinson this year. Okay, hold on. Let me full screen on this bad boy. Taylor, watch this. She had some uh, mental health issues, some confidence issues. 2024, she starts after midnight. I start like there's some similarities, some overlap between her and I. But what Taylor Tomlinson is doing is fucking just great. Her show is funny. You don't see women in late night at all. So she's breaking barriers. I did a whole show on her a while ago. She got already got signed for season 2. She's just killing it. She's got a hunt like she's gonna be close to 50 episodes. No, hold on. If I have 80, she took a small break. She does it 3 times. Like she has to have over 100 episodes out right now. Like she is just the hardest working. Like okay, I don't mean the hardest, but she is like a hardworking female comedian who is playing in a man's like field, right? Late night, no other females are doing anything. She's fucking killing it. She's recording 3 days a week, and she records 3 days a week because she's going on tour. Um, what was the name of her tour? Fuck, I had it. I looked it up like 3 times today just to make sure I had it. Dang it. Her tour right now is the Save Me tour. Dude, she is touring like a crazy person. Like, if you thought I podcast too much, right? So anybody who's like, "Oh, I don't get it because you podcast too much. I can't keep up on all of it." You can't keep up on all of it, but she's like, she's doing her, man. Um, like everything else I watch, some fun. There's some inspiring things. There are a couple of things that I can like reflect on. Like, fine, great. But fucking Taylor Tomlinson, man, she's setting up a roadmap of just fucking killing it. Uh, Rolling Stones did an article on her. Variety did an article on her. Um, the only female to hit the top 10 list of um, stand up gross dollars uh, last year. Uh, like just beating out like huge headliners like Kevin Smith, like Kevin Hart, Dave Chappelle was on that list, and she's fucking just she's keeping up with them. Obviously, she's doing more tour dates. For somebody who wasn't real sure and was like her confidence was like whatever, like she's out there just doing it, man. She is just having a blast. I don't know, man. That's the reason why we did a whole thing episode on her. If you want to look up to somebody for just doing what you want to do and like building your craft, fucking Taylor Tomlinson's it, man. I did get a request, weirdly enough, a couple of weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, uh, that I should bring back the my Taylor Tomlinson slides. So 2025, everybody, we're gonna see more uh, Taylor Tomlinson highs throughout the live streams. But man, absolutely just I don't know, man. She's just a one man wrecking crew right now. She's so funny on After Midnight, the tour dates. Uh, I'm following her. She's clearly doing a better job than me, but she's doing what she loves and is unapologetic for it and just having a blast. And then she's just favorite comedian of 2024, favorite show. She wins it because I absolutely adore everything that she's doing this year. Absolutely amazing. Honorable mention, John Mulaney's. What was that show? Shit. Everybody's in LA. This was live. It's like this goes back to what I was saying earlier. Like they're doing weird live shit now on Netflix. He did 6 episodes live in LA, and it was like the weirdest show. but it totally hit. He won. He was definitely nominated for a couple of categories. Uh, totally worth the watch. He's doing something that he wanted to do and was is different and breaking barriers and like you look at the show and you're like I don't get it, but I think that's part of the charm of it. I think rumor has it they're looking at doing it again. But number one, Taylor Tomlinson is absolutely amazing, and not just a bit to be like, hey, and a tweeter and everything else. Read the two articles. Read the Variety article. Read the Rolling Stones article that came out this year. Listen to some of the interviews of her, just that are online and she's doing. Absolutely, like amazing. I would hope, especially girls and just young girls, find Taylor Tomlinson and just be inspired by whatever it is that she's doing. She talks about it in a lot of her comedy that she's kind of like a mess in the head. A lot of anxiety, um, which is super cool. To have anxiety and like confidence issues and just like bipolar, and then to be able to stand in front of like 10,000 people every night, like she's overcoming so much. So Taylor Tomlinson is killing it. I think you see after Midnight stay on for a couple of years. Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel says that late night TV dies in 5 years. So enjoy it while we can. Worst case, her show easily transfers over to a fucking Netflix. Like, what happens if they do like after midnight on Netflix? Like, she's gonna be fine. She's killing it. Great tour. Look her up. Uh, find out if she's coming to your town near you. Because I don't know, she's just amazing. She's so cool. That's it for my top 10. Leave some comments in the in the comments. Leave some comments in the comments. Yeah, leave some comments. Let me know what you agree, what you watched, what did I turn you on to. Um, I was gonna say like, hey, should I keep doing TV? Yeah, because otherwise I have nothing for this show. Uh, but yeah, leave some comments. Let me know what you guys think. Do you agree or disagree? What should have been moved up? What should move down? What did I miss? There's a lot of stuff, a lot of good. Like it's interesting. There's a lot of good TV out there. Shogun dominated a bunch of stuff. Baby Reindeer, they were all good. They don't make my list because I have an emotional like they have a connection to some of the other shows that maybe arguably better, but each of the shows, um, I'd say starting at number 7 for sure. Um, well, I guess Matlock maybe not. I don't know. Fuck you guys. That's my list. It's way even top 10 list. This is the stuff that I enjoyed, and it's like all over the place. Like that's my favorite part about the list is like uh, I'm like there's no straight one genre of one thing or the other. Like it's kind of like it's all over the place, but all of them are fantastic. Um, so Taylor Tomlinson, thank you for being my number one on my 2024 watch list, and we're almost done. I'll get you guys
Hey there, Whimsy fans! We wanted to take a moment away from the fun to express how much your support and contributions mean to us. If you're liking what you're hearing from us so far, we'd like to invite you to show us some love on our new Patreon. Starting at just $1 a week, you can help us keep the whimsy coming. That's not just our podcast, but live streams and new projects on the horizon as well. All members get special shout out during our live streams. If you're comfortable giving a little more, please take a look at our gift tier. These gifts are hand-picked by the Whimsy crew to bring more curiosity, fun, and whimsy to you as thanks for your support. Every little bit counts, and whether you support us by listening and subscribing to our podcasts, holding court on our lives, or subscribing to our Patreon, thank you for helping us keep the magic alive and the mics on. You can find our Patreon at patreon.com/chasingthewhimsy or follow the link on our YouTube channel at Chasing the Whimsy. Thank you again for all the support. Whimsy!
I gotta blow my nose again, so hold on. I'm gonna mute you guys. And I'm back. Alrighty. Here's my picture. Here we are. So, Patreon people, Andy, Nikki, your family, Megan, your family, Joyce, Ann, Ender Frog, EC1, Gooster, Nina M, Violet, Anna, and my dad, and Courtney. I have no idea why Courtney's not on here, but Courtney needs to be on there. Thanks for the support. We started the Patreon officially in August, and totally appreciate everybody who continues to show support. We are still very early in our Whimsy career here, but the support means a bunch. The couple of bucks that you guys donate helps out. Helps me do stuff like weird stuff. It gives me the confidence to keep doing what I'm doing. We're at 12 right now. We did a holiday donation. I want to take some of the Patreon, let you guys help contribute to the donation for next year. Early number says I need 43. I need 43 subs in either pay tier level. I need 43 to hit the $500 that I'd like to. Basically, I'd like to see the Patreon match my 500. So I'm going to try and figure out how to get some totals up here of the 500 and then the Patreon goals every month, right? So I need 43 to hit that 500 number, but that's for all 12 months. So it's going to get really weird. I don't know how we're going to do it, but we got some ideas to help the Patreon show some support. I catch it every once in a while, and you can see it. But how fast do I normally talk before I catch myself? Like I've always talked really fast, but like anyway. Patreon. So somehow we got to get it. We got to get this thing up to like 50 by the end of the year. Is basically where we're trying to get to. We got a goal to double this, get to 24 before end of year one. Before the end of year 2 in July. Not impossible. We got some promotion stuff coming up. I got some business cards with the Patreon stuff on it. I don't know exactly how to get you guys involved. I don't know how that works. We'll figure it out. I guess it could just be like, okay, so moving into first of the year, there's going to be a new tier level for just the holiday donation. So as you guys are all supporting us, it might be a hard sell to be like, hey, rando cashier, gas station, bus boy, to sign up for a monthly subscription. But I don't think it'll be hard for you guys to help people like, hey, donate to this guy. Most of that money is going to go to a holiday family assistance program in December. So wait for some updates coming up first of the year. I got my mouse in my face. We're going to be pushing the Patreon more, I think, in 2025. Kevin Smith is pushing all of his stuff shamelessly. I'm actually like trying to help the family assistance program and then help me do some weird shit. So, but thanks everybody for showing your support. The one tier is $4. Okay. I don't think we talked about it. Did I talk about it on Saturday? I don't know. Maybe I did on Saturday. For $4 for $4 a month, you can help show some support Give me a couple of bucks so I can keep making cool shit. But then, like, and you break it down, you're like, well, I don't want to give $4 a month. All right, here's what you're getting for $4 a month, right? You're helping me out. We're going to help out some kids, right? But then also keep in mind that you have the 4 episodes of the podcast every month. You have 4 Mind Pockets every month, and you have 4 Nooners every month. That's 12 shows. And then you got the Whimsy Kids. Like, I can't say that there's 4 because sometimes it's like fucking 2 or 3, but whatever. But whatever. You're getting 15 ish on average episodes of free content. I'm not charging anybody for the content. Throw me a couple bucks. Comes out to like fucking 20 cents. What is it? 30 cents an episode. It's so weird. Like, perspective, man. It's not what it means. But holy crap, that's so funny when you just say it and it's like, I was looking for it. It's like, I can't do it because it would be tasteless, right? But like, remember the little commercials back in the day? It was like for less than a cup of coffee, for like those pennies a day, you can help fund and a starving kid somewhere. Oh man, that's so funny. Because I've seen 30 cents a day. I'm just looking for 30 cents an episode. Um, if you don't watch everything, I agree. There's very few of you. Uh, Andy, Joyce, Ann. Surprisingly, still listens to all the episodes. Courtney listens to some. There's not that many of you, but if like I'm not okay. There's a bunch of we just came up. We 15 episodes per month. I'm not asking you, right, for like to watch everything. You 100%. You don't need to watch all 4 shows. Like that's fucking bonkers. Um, I appreciate those of you that do, like 100%. Like I'm not calling you guys bonkers, but like Nina M, like I get that she's not going to watch the lives. Like that's not her thing. Whatever. This is barely mom's thing, but she does it, uh, and I absolutely adore it. It made me think about it the other day. So like sometimes I worry. I'm like, man, mom watches everything, and I'm like, part of it's like, how do I get like how dare I make mom like invest 4 hours? But she totally gets it. Like she likes the shows. I think what's fun is I had this realization that she's like, I have to make sure I'm home by noon to watch the show. She doesn't do that for everything. Like she could easily just be like, I'll just fucking watch it whenever, right? But like you go back to like the '90s, and if she could, 8 o'clock, 90210, she is only at home in front of the TV for like a handful of shows in the whole time I've known her, and Nooners is one of them. So I don't know. Absolutely, yeah, thank you, mom. That's so cool. Um, but yeah, don't watch like I don't expect everybody to watch everything. Find the 1 or 2 shows that you like. Fucking watch them. I'll give you the best show that I can give you, and you know that's all I can do. But if you like any one of the shows, it comes out to $1 an episode. That's all I'm asking for. Um, we're going to be pushing harder for it next year. We got to get these totals up. We got to help some kids get some presents next year. I think that's all I got for right now. Subscribe. Hit the free one. I was reminded that fucking people. So hit the free one for sure. Okay, because they're going to start hitting some polls on the Patreon. We got a couple of sweet ideas coming up for some new merch. We're going to get away from the wood stuff for a minute, right? And we're looking at bags, um, tote bags, hats, keychains. So like, uh, let's see. Let's give her a title. Research and no, not research and development. What is it called when someone brainstorms all of them? Oh, my marketing. No, it's not so much marketing. Someone who makes product. My product research product developer. Research product developer. Research product. My RPD. My RPD. I'll never remember that. Take her. Write it down. Probably research project developer. Who's helping me come up with the ideas for the Patreon stuff. That's so fucking funny. I don't even know if she's listening. Um, we're just coming up with some cool stuff. So we got tote bags, like I said. The amount of stuff you can get on Amazon, fucking great. Who wants a big throw pillow? Or like, right? Or a throw blanket with a fucking logo on it? Boom. Like price wise, I could almost get you guys throw blankets with a logo on it. We're looking into it. Christmas maybe, November. Um, but yeah, hey man, thanks everybody for your support. If you can't do the dollar an episode, the dollar per week, or however you want to break it down, 30 cents an episode, 100% get it. Show your support, hit the likes, hit the subscribes, comment when you can, because all that stuff helps. So no pressure on your $1. I get it. We just came out of the holidays, so. But when I do have the new tier coming up for just the holiday program donations, I'm going to hit you guys hard for those and say, I get you can't give me $1 per week, but you guys can give me $25 a year to help out some kids. So I'll get all that set up first of the year. First of the year, that's fucking 2 days. Early next year. So 2025 is going to be the year of the Patreon. What else? That's all I got for you guys. Yeah, that's all I got. Thanks everybody for the support. 2024 was fun. We're gonna keep doing this thing. Um, Grandma on her episode says that we're doing this for 15 more years. So, buckle up. It's gonna be a hell of a ride. Wonder what we're doing in 15 years. I don't know. But you guys have a good night. Let's find the rest of the show here. Boom. Uh, I got nothing. I got nothing meaningful or anything for 2024. Nothing I haven't already said. Um, I could do like the classy dad joke of like, "Hey, see you guys next year." But thanks for hanging out most of 2024 with me, with the live streams and the podcast. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for the support. Um, Email me, Whimsy at chasing the Whimsy. It's like it's written on my hand. Whimsy at chasingthewhimsy.com. Record a 5 to 15 second or long. I don't even give a shit. Give me a long one. Give me a sound bite that I can put on the podcast for episode 100. Liam and I talk, small break, sound bite. Hey, keep up the great work, 2024, or congratulations on year 2, or 100 episodes, whatever it is. I don't care. And then I'll put it in the episode. I'll sprinkle them throughout the thing. So, um, I'm pretty sure mom can do it. And somehow mom is the barometer of like things that aren't hard. He's hit the memo. Hello, good job, keep it up. Woo, 100 episodes. Send email. Nailed it. 20 seconds out of your day. Record me a nice thank you for congratulations for episode 100. Whimsy at chasingthewhimsy.com. Send those to me before the 1st of February. February 1. Obviously, I'll take the rest of the ones coming in, but I'm going to start putting those together. I got to edit those all down. But send those to me. And then that's it for 2024. We had a blast. Taylor Tomlinson did it better, but she gave me a roadmap of what to do. Maybe I should start going on tour. Did we just figure it out? You guys have a good night. Whimsy.